EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 75 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Gino on 1st down. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Back to the ground now. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. It's Newton. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So Matt Rule able to challenge that one successfully. Running right, here's McAllister. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 29, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
19 Charger.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Patterson running between the tackles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a pass. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now the ball comes loose. Touchdown, Carolina. And that's the value of having a teammate that's got your back, because it was nearly a disaster, but fortunately a friendly face able to fall on it in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was tired from all of that running or what, but he was unable to hold on to the football. Fortunately for him, someone on his team wasn't too tired to find the ball and score a touchdown.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are once again back in front.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, Smith. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Newton on first down.
And returning right back to Boykin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And oh, what a catch there by Marshall. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A handoff to McAllister. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. It's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Newton. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. He's got a man, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. Flush to his right. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Newton now to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
first down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Smith.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Got his man. It's London. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Smith.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, Smith. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to look deep for Moore.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
One last throw here for Smith. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.